Welcome to James Madison University. My name is Zach Fleury. I'm from Northfield, New Jersey, and one of my favorite things here at JMU has to be the people. Whether it's the students or the faculty, they're always so helpful and so friendly and willing to help you meet your goals here at JMU. And I'm so excited to show you around campus today.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine Pettis, and right here we're in front of the Student Success Center, or we like to call SSC for short. So on the first floor, we have two learning centers, the first being the Math and Science Learning Center and the second being Writing and Communications. Students can get free tutorings from other students, one-on-one help, and that student has taken the class with the same professor that you have currently, so they will be able to help you in terms of material and preparing for classes. On the second floor, we have the Health Center, which is our doctor's office on campus, and they send all of their prescriptions downstairs to our pharmacy. On the third floor, we have our Counseling Center, and there students can get either group or individual therapy, and they can also refer you off campus to other counseling centers. Back on the first floor, we have the Center for Multicultural Student Services, which we call CMIS for short, and they deal with promoting diversity and inclusion on campus, as well as host a lot of events throughout the semester and throughout the school year for students to get involved in. On the third floor, we have the University Career Center, and they help students with post-graduation activities, so anything involved in helping out with resumes, mock interviews, also career fairs, and they also have another resource where 2 years after graduation we can come back and use those resources as well. There's a lot of spaces to study in this building on the first floor all the way up to the fifth floor. I practically live in this building with my friends and I, so if I'm not in class or at home, I am in this building taking use of all the resources and studying here. And right next door to the Student Success Center is our Health and Behavioral Studies building. This academic building is home to our nursing majors, health sciences majors, as well as kinesiology, communication sciences and disorders, all the health-related programs here at JMU.
Hi everyone, welcome to Carrier Library. This is one of two main libraries that JMU has here on its campus. Carrier Library is one of my favorite places. It's filled with a bunch of study rooms, group and individual study places, just places all over the 3 floors it has. Some of the resources Carrier Library has, in the basement we have this place called the Makery where you can 3D print. You can also rent out cameras and video equipment if you ever want or need to do that. Up on the first floor, we have just a lot of foot traffic, so people in and out of the Starbucks and their daily caffeine dose. Printing, you can use Flex to pay for that. There's also computers if you ever need to use a database. We have an anatomy lab, a viewing room. Up on the second floor is a lot of group collaboration studies, so lots of big tables, chairs that self-chatter in the background. Perfect place for me personally. I love spending time up there. It's my favorite place to study. Third floor, on the other hand, is dead silent. It is a known rule you do not talk up there. It's perfect for quiet study. If you just want to hang out, do some work, do some reading, it's the perfect spot for you. The library also has this cool thing called liaison librarians, who are, by major, they help you with research, citing sources, finding sources in the databases online, the many we have, the stacks, all of the books, all that stuff, and they are extremely, extremely helpful people. Carrier Library is one of my favorite spots here at JMU. It's a perfect spot to hang out with friends, get some work done, all of that stuff, and I love spending my time here at Carrier.
Hey guys, my name is Tom Clark. I'm a junior computer information systems major here at JMU with a minor in honors interdisciplinary studies, and welcome to the Quad. Now, this is actually the first most Instagram place in the state of Virginia, and for good reason. On a beautiful day, everyone's out, hanging out, studying, having picnics, stuff like that. I remember my freshman year walking out, and some of my friends had made a triple-decker hammock. So obviously the person on top was very comfortable, but everyone below him was a little bit scared. Now, talking about some of the buildings, we've got Wilson Hall right behind me, which has a 1,200 seat auditorium and is also the home of the history department. So they have different things such as podcast studios, as well as a history research center. Now we're gonna walk to the Kissing Rock. Now the Kissing Rock is a big part of JMU, and a lot of people know the story. Now, when this was a all-women's school founded in 1908, what women would do is they would be walking with their boyfriends back home. Now, the headmistress lived here on the quad, and the only place where she couldn't see these young women and their boyfriends kissing goodnight was behind that rock. So there's an old saying that goes with the kissing rock, and that is, if you kiss on the rock, you're gonna marry the person on the rock. There's another part of that saying that goes, don't kiss on the rock if you can't afford it. So as we keep walking down the quad, there's also a few different residential communities, as well as academic buildings. Now, I'm in the Marching Royal Dukes, which is one of the school's performing arts bands. And so the music building is home to a music library, which as a student involved in those music organizations is really great to have here on campus. We're also gonna walk the other side of the quad, which has the Forbes Center for Performing Arts. Now, Forbes is great because it has a number of different concert halls and practice areas for students who are in different performing arts. So for example, dance or concerts or band or orchestra, and they're able to put on performances in that hall. It's very new, and students are able to go to those performances so they can really get a taste of that side of JMU. As we keep walking down the quad, there's a few more residential buildings, but I also want to point out Harrison Hall, which is the home of our communications department. Now, what's really cool about that building is in the basement, there's a news studio, so students can go down there and get some of that real-world experience in a studio like that, in that kind of environment. So now you've seen JMU's quad. When JMU was founded, this is all JMU was. So these buildings that we're looking at now are all historic, and were all a part of JMU when it was first founded.
Welcome to D Hall. Here at JMU, we are lucky enough to have been ranked top 15 in dining for the past few years. We have two main dining halls here on campus. We have D Hall behind me, and we have E Hall over on East Campus. There are two main styles of dining here at JMU. We have the all you care to eat, where you would go in and it would be an open cafeteria style. You swipe your card and you can stay there for as long as you like and eat until you're full. We also have the punch plan here at JMU. It equates to $7, and you can get a sandwich, a chips, and a drink, and that would equal a punch. You get a lot amount of punches each week, and you can use those as you wish. We also have a convenience store here on campus where you can use dining, and we also have multiple coffee shops. We have a Starbucks and a Dunkin' Donuts. There's so many options here at JMU. There are over 25 places to eat here on campus. Considering options, if you have any allergies, dietary restrictions, or preferences, we have a safe space here on campus where you can get access to the JMU Safe Room. Basically, you swipe in here at D Hall and you can go in and there'd be no allergies whatsoever, all free of any cross-contamination, anything you want. Also, if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can work with the chefs here at JMU. They can get you your meals planned out however you'd like. You can put in your preferences with the chef and they'll bring them out to you. When you get here to JMU, be sure to try out our famous dishes such as buffalo mash and peanut butter pie. They're our favorite across the student body.
Hi, my name is Annie Edvilson. I am a senior psychology major with a double minor in gerontology and chronic illness, and I'm from Mount Vernon, New Hampshire. Right now, we're outside of Madison Union, which is home to many of the different clubs and organizations here at JMU. JMU has over 450 different organizations that you can choose to get involved with, so truly there is something for you here. Our organizations range from service to leadership to Greek life, so whatever you choose, it's here for you. Greek life takes up about 20% of the student body population, which means 80% of students also choose to not participate in it. It's really whatever you want, and you can make the most of your JMU experience here in whatever way you choose. Student Org Night is one of the ways that students can get involved. It's a night where students are able to meet with all the different clubs and organizations and figure out what they want to join and find new passions. Welcome to the Village. This is one of the different areas that new students are able to live here on campus. The different 5 areas include Hillside, Lakeside, Skyline, Bluestone, and then the Village. Each of the different areas has something to offer for new students, and there are 3 different layouts that students can live in here. Those 3 different areas include Hall Style, which is probably what you picture when you think of residence halls at a university. That includes many different rooms that share one common bathroom with multiple stalls. Then there's Suite Style. Suite Style is 3 different rooms sharing one common area, and then 2 suites share one bathroom. Lastly is Jack and Jill Style, which is 2 rooms that share one bathroom together, which is a private bathroom. All the different residence halls have both laundry and small kitchenettes available to new students to be able to use. Laundry is available at a small fee for students, but it's a great way to be able to learn how to do laundry and be able to keep it all within inside of your residence hall. Here at JMU, we can assure that you'll be safe when you live on campus. We have many different safety procedures here for all students to use, including the Live Safe app, which all students are free to download, which will include notifications for different emergencies. We also have blue lights located all around campus where students are able to press a button and they can be in contact with someone within 15 seconds, and they can have someone next to them within 3 minutes to make sure that they are physically safe where they are. And we also have cadets who patrol campus to make sure that everybody's safe.
So right now I am right outside of Bridgeport Stadium, which is our football stadium on campus. All of our football games, as well as all the other sporting events, are free to students. We just have to reserve our tickets online, and then we can go to all of the games on campus whenever we would like. If you are somebody that likes to play sports and wants to play sports here at JMU, but you don't want to do so at the D1 level, we do have club sports that are still competitive, and you have to try out for them, so you still can travel and compete against other schools in Virginia. We also have intramural sports teams that are run through our University Recreation Center, and those are just for fun that you can grab like a group of your friends and just play whenever you feel like. I am a huge sports fan, as well as all the other students and faculty, as well as the community around JMU. So we are very excited to debut our new Atlantic Union Bank Center, which is our new basketball arena over on East Campus. During our football games, our MRDs, or our Marching Royal Dukes, which is our marching band, they always play at halftime and just keep us pumped during the football games. And we do have a tradition where we throw streamers every time we score a touchdown. It's a phenomenal experience. I love going to football games just to throw the streamers. When you look up into the sky, you can see nothing but streamers. So as a fan of college athletics, JMU is definitely the place to be if you are into sports.
Hi everyone, welcome to the College of Business. After much renovating and refurbishing, it has finally opened here in 2021 at the College of Business and Hartman Hall specifically, right behind me. Academics are a very important part to every college or university, and James and Madison especially. Academics, the way it works is, along with your major and minor requirements, you also have something called your general education requirements, or Gen Eds for short. This is a program that every JMU student is required to complete regardless of major in order to graduate. It kind of encompasses those general like math, science, English, history, classes like that. It's a good way to feel the waters if you're unsure about what your major is, or if you want to add a minor. Here at JMU, our average class size is 25 students, which is really cool for a school of about 20,000 people. We definitely still do have those bigger lecture halls, our biggest being on East Campus, but the way the lecture halls work is usually those bigger classes are going to be your general education classes, your freshman, sophomore year, but as you get more and more into your major, minor, those upper level classes, I've had a class as small as like 9 people, which is really cool. So the higher you go into your major, the more upper level classes you take, the smaller they get. In regards to class size though, it's very easy to build a relationship with your professor and make that connection. All JMU professors are required to have office hours. These are designated times that you can go to them, talk about schoolwork, classwork, study techniques, anything like that. You can even go and talk about your day. That's what I do. Really cool. They want to see you succeed. At the beginning of every semester, they'll sit you down and kind of tell you, please come to my office hours. I want to help you out. I have nothing to do during that time, so I'd love for you guys to come talk. Your freshman year, you'll get something called a first-year advisor. If you have a declared major, it'll usually be someone in that department. If you come in undeclared, that's totally okay. It's one of our most popular incoming majors. You'll get something called a first-year advisor, and they will be in charge of undecided majors. So they'll kind of help you find a major, find your place at JMU, what you might like, what you might not like, and kind of put you on track to find a major. You have to declare a major by your sophomore year, at which point you'll get something called a major advisor. So that'll be someone in that department to kind of help you finish your college career and those requirements. Finally, we have the Honors College here at JMU. The Honors College is a separate application from your regular JMU application. So when you apply to JMU, you can also choose to apply to the Honors College. And the way it works, it kind of adds on as a minor, and you take different general education classes. There's different study abroad opportunities, and it all kind of builds up to this big research thesis-like project your junior, senior year, and then you also graduate with honors. So definitely a cool resource to have if you have any interest in applying to the Honors College. It's definitely a great opportunity. Overall, academics here at JMU are one of my favorite things. I love taking classes here. The professors, I've always had great experiences. They're always willing to help out, and I always have a good time in my classes. So definitely enjoy my academics here at JMU. It is a good time.
Welcome to the University Recreation Center, or as we here at JMU like to call it, UREC. UREC is the biggest building here on campus, and it is free to all students. You'll come in, swipe your Jack card, and you'll have free access to the whole building. In the building, there are many facilities. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool with a hot tub and a volleyball net and a basketball court. We also have an indoor track. There's also basketball courts, racquetball courts, ping pong tables that you can use, and of course you can all rent out all that equipment right here at UREC for free. There's also the Adventure Center, which is home to all the climbing walls that you have here. So if you're into rock climbing at all, you can do that here. No matter the weather, it's inside, so it's nice and easy. The UREC staff will help you out, they'll belay you on the ropes, and they'll teach you everything you need to know to stay safe. Of course, we have weight and cardio machines to make sure you get your workout in and make sure you're staying fit and healthy here at JMU. Also, there are fitness classes, which are often taught by students here at JMU, either in the kinesiology department or if they just have experience. But we also, of course, have adults and professionals that do those courses as well. We also teach cooking classes, which are helpful for people that live off campus because they can learn how to make recipes and stay healthy off campus, even though they're not on campus currently. We also have intramural sports, which I am a part of. I play soccer and I do kickball, but there's many intramural sports. There's flag football, there's volleyball, swimming even. There's anything you can imagine, it's most likely here. There's also the outdoor recreation department where you can rent out canoes, kayaks, or climbing equipment that you can use at the surrounding Shenandoah National Park, George Washington Forest, or the Madison Ski Resort. And of course, that's all free to students as well.
Hey guys, welcome to East Campus. I'm in front of the Spirit Rock where we have a bunch of different clubs and organizations who can come and paint the rock for whatever club they're in, which is one of my favorite JMU traditions. Now the big thing about East Campus is that it is our one-stop shop for all of the different STEM classes. So over to my left is the ISAT, Physics and Chemistry, as well as Engineering and Geosciences building, which we have affectionately called the longest academic building on the East Coast. And right next to it is the Bioscience building, which has a greenhouse for students to use when they're studying those disciplines. We also have on East Campus Rose Library, again serves as a one-stop shop for all of those STEM classes, so the books and resources that are in Rose Library are going to be tailored to those subjects. Now right behind me is the Festival Conference Center, which has a bunch of different things. It's got a big conference room, it's got dining options for students, as well as hosts our Mineral Museum, which students can come into and see on a pretty regular basis. So behind me now are our East Campus residence halls, which house honors students, residential learning communities, as well as a number of other different students. Also on East Campus, we have our East Campus Dining Hall, which, like D Hall, is buffet style. So one swipe in and you can eat as much as you want.
Thanks for joining us on today's tour. We hope to see you at JMU soon. JMU! Dude.